Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Marvel Legends series X-Men Age of Apocalypse Marvel's Morph. And finally, we actually get a Morph figure from Hasbro, which is pretty awesome. It's not the Morph that we were all expecting. Well, I mean, if you're looking at Age of Apocalypse, yeah, you would expect this type of Morph. But I know a lot of people wanted Morph from the animated series. But he comes in that typical style packaging. Both sides of the packaging have this art style that fits with all the other packages because it was all done by the same artist. And I would have to say that this is probably my favorite one out of all the artwork. It still has the Apocalypse looking over super angry, and then you just have Morph just goofy and just very expressive. I love this style. I just wish we would have got that as a alternate head, that grinny, creepy, goofy look. Here we have the back of the package showing a generically posed, very lame posed Morph. Here we have that read up information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. Here's everybody you have to collect in order to build Sugar Man, and we've been going through. We did Jean Grey, X-Man, Sunfire, Wild Child, Weapon X. Now we're on Morph, and the last will be the Dark Beast, the highly sought after figure from this wave. Before we take a closer look, I just gotta say this. The figure out of the package looks amazing, but besides the Build-A-Figure piece, that is all we receive. We don't get alternate hands, we don't get effect pieces, we don't get alternate heads. Like this is what you get. That and that little ham hock of a leg. I mean, that's like the extreme minimal. I mean, we got a cape. A cape's cool, but just a pair of fist hands. And I'm sure we have other figures that have yellow hands that we could try to swap them out and things like that. But and I'm sure we could swap just any head because he's Morph onto that peg. Well, at least ones that would fit. But still, give us something. Give us something. This is just like, it's bare bones. Like if I gave this to a child to play with, that they're gonna get it and they're gonna be like, oh cool, it's like flying around like Superman. And then it's like, but what else is there to do? You can just smash them together. Where's the fun factor? Morph, he just has this generic blank, like alien looking face, but it is expressive. I like how they added the like inking of the arched brow to give him a little bit more of an expressive, smirky face. And it's just sad. I would have loved to have had that fun face that we've seen on the artwork on the side of the box. But his head sculpted as well as it could be. We got the rivets around the collar of the cape. We get these black painted on spots along the suit. Yellow gloves, which are popping up very, very bright. Let's get it down there a little bit. And they just look like dishwasher gloves. And then we get these boots, and I'm sure we've seen them before. They might be new. It's hard to say with some of these folded foot ones. These might be new, because I don't remember a cuff being that big. And then the cape, I mean, is a cape. It's sculpted very well. Again, the rivets are painted pretty nice. Looks like, yeah, it's not bad. One's a little off, but not bad. I mean, it's couple spots on a cape. The cape doesn't really want to, here, I'll just take it off. I'm just taking it off. So I mean, it pegs in, and the peg doesn't really want to stay in like a lot of these capes, and that's it. This is like his accessory. Now looking at his back without the cape, and it's sculpted. There's a lot of sculpt work, where the butterfly joints are and everything. He's got sculpted in butt crack. It's not bad. It's just the cape is definitely preventing you from seeing just a blue plastic figure. One thing I do like on this figure, and it's going into these bright yellow gloves, they actually sculpted in that like fin coming out, which I do like that. So it almost makes you feel, I think these are newer style boots. I'm not going to go through all my legends to try to figure that out, but I think these are new. So it's a pretty new arms, feet, and then the body is something we've seen before, and then the head sculpt and the cape. But I love that head sculpt. It's so simple, but so nice. Now to dive into articulation, he does have a little bit of attitude, not a lot. So a little bit, you can see it move a little bit, but he can look down this far. You can look up that far, and you can do like the full 360 rotating of his head if you want to. He's got some generous, nice butterfly joints. Those things work very well. His arm can rotate. It's on the disc, so it can go up this far. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. This glove does not rotate. This is just glued in right here, but you get rotating at the wrist. And then, of course, wrist bends. Then we look at his ab. He has ab crunch that can crunch him down this far. He can crunch back this far, sort of pushing that out. But the paint is consistently nice. Like, that's one thing about this figure is the paint on this is pretty solid, especially when you lean him back. This is a solid black strip. So that's awesome. He's got the waist that I don't like. I'm not a fan of the bookshelf hips. Just slam a ball joint in there and let him be able to pivot that way. It'll be a lot better. We get the nasty thigh cuts, which you can see here. It's already causing that little bit of a lippage. It doesn't break up the design. It does break the sculpt up a little bit. He could do the splits this far, no Van Damme, so nothing too crazy. He can do a nice like field goal kick, and he's got the double jointed knees. No, oh, there's boot swivel here. All right, we got boot swivel, and then we get the ankle bend and generous pivot going on there. Now, if you have that vintage carded Cyclops, this head does pop on there. It's loose, but I mean it pops on. It's not going to fall off. It just has a lot of attitude going on. So you can have your Morph turning into other members of the X-Men. The Patch or Ninja Wolverine head actually pops onto this body very easily as well. He does get a little bit of attitude. This one's a lot snugger than the Cyclops one, but you get all the range of motion and it fits no problem. The Morph figure is it's Morph. I mean, it's a figure we needed, but I mean, what's pretty awful is like, I mean, you get him into a nice heroic pose, but that cape is longer than his feet, so you got to like sort of like angle him out a little bit because the cape is touching the ground before his feet, like causing him to lean forward. And this is probably one of the least favorite figures out of this wave. I mean, it's cool, but it just feels so lackluster. It just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If you guys have picked up this wave and you picked up Morph, I mean, comment down below. What did you guys think when you got him out of the package? Like, was it a different experience when you saw him in package? Like, yeah, it's awesome. And then you get him out, you're like, man, it's Morph. Let me know. Comment down below. Now, don't get me wrong. The animated Voldemort, it looks awesome. We just need an animated Harry Potter to go with him. But on a serious note, it's a cool figure. I got him posed up in a neat little pose, like he's about to go and beat somebody. I mean, it's Morph. And that sums up my unboxing review of Marvel Legends Series X-Men Age of Apocalypse Marvel's Morph. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me because it'll mean the world to me. And if you want to know when I post up a new video, hit that bell notification so you get that alert as well. And make sure you guys show some love to All Time Toys. If it wasn't for All Time, I probably wouldn't even have found these guys in the wild, and who knows how long it would have took me to get them, because with this whole pandemic stuff is not shipping and getting to where it needs to be on time. So everybody's sort of waiting for a lot of their figures and things like that. So definitely go check out All Time Toys. Their website's down below, and I know they have a bunch of Legends in stock and stuff like that, so you can order them from their website and have them delivered to your doorstep as well. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting and have a beautiful day.